Mothership.
This cookie doesn't taste like anything that's disturbing.
Well, it's because it's a phone.
It doesn't taste like cookie.
They distributed the cookie.
Okay, it doesn't taste like anything that's disturbing, or it's disturbing that it doesn't taste like anything.
Good question. Speaking of disturbing things, then, in Mothership, two of your characters are pretty disturbing, just by way of being very fucked up androids. I guess we'll start there. But
That's
you
racist.
Guys were, you both like specifically optimized your androids to be as fucked up as possible. So is that really my fault?
Have a taste.
No. This thing was $5 fucking dollars.
So that's the $5
Yes.
foot long at Subway now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you were trying to get into the loading dock in the engineering floor, the engineering and support floor.
Yeah, we didn't
and
actually get out there yet, did we?
You didn't get out there yet. You found that the airlock leading out there had a bunch of vac suits like stashed away in lockers there, just ready to take. After all that time you guys spent looking everywhere else for vac suits. But some of them were already taken, and you were trying to hack into the like remaining vac suits to get them out.
After hacking the entire system before, I couldn't hack a locker.
Yeah, so you failed the roll on the hack, unfortunately.
But by one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just barely. And some like
That was a
corporate
different
chimes.
body that was just better at it than you.
That's true.
guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Some corporate like chimes kicking, like do do do, and a voice broadcast over the speakers nearby, and you were introduced to Monarch, the system's AI that has gone rogue, who asked you all to identify yourselves, and you guys just didn't. So it kept threatening to send robots your way when you didn't, and then eventually did try to send robots your way. But you had thought ahead beforehand and wedged a wrench in the elevator door so the doors couldn't close.
We're
So they go to the
geniuses.
floor. Yes. So Monarch has most recently
Dispensing
said...
kill squad.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So there are technical difficulties.
Indeed.
I believe the current situation is the three of you are in the airlock, and Jamie is in the comms room. Still out there because you didn't enter
Yes.
the airlock yet.
Yeah, no, I'm locked in.
You're not coming to the outside, are you? You don't have a suit?
I don't have a suit.
All the doors locked when Monarch started speaking to you and tried to get you to communicate, comply in any way. Yeah, the last we left off was Monarch saying, "There's technical difficulties. Please hold."
Are we aware of another elevator on this floor?
You are
Yes.
about to be.
Oh no.
As I'm imagining this airlock door leading out to the
Yep.
loading dock to be like a glass one. It's sci-fi, right? So
Yeah.
we got this big, thick glass airlock door. You can see through. Maybe it's got like a thing in the center where it locks and all that stuff. But most of it is.
Isn't there like a big ass freight elevator or something out there?
Precisely.
Yes.
So on the other side of the loading dock, there's a big ass freight elevator, and that big ass freight elevator. It's a technical term. There are like some amber lamps on either side of it that start spinning, and this loud blaring sound starts echoing out there. And you can see it starting to move lower. Like you can't see the top of the elevator at this point; it's coming down. But you can see like the machinery and they're whirring, and things are starting to lower. It's going to take some time to arrive.
Quick, get another wrench.
But what do you guys do?
I'm going to look for the safety release on the inner door of this airlock that would open it to the inside, like safety latch on a freezer.
Yeah, I think that might be on the other side, because this airlock would be trying to protect that side from having the air escaping through it. So it would be a little bit trickier for somebody. If you were to put a safety latch on this side of the airlock, then somebody pulling that would move everybody in the station, right? You wouldn't want that necessarily. So I think that might be on Jamie's side of things, if you could even find it and operate it.
The odds are likely that there will be security personnel coming on that freight elevator.
Jamie's going to be looking for anything that's loose that he can try to barricade that doorway.
That door? Okay. There are some like
giving us all
old beat-up
credit.
office chairs.
No,
and
not
things,
you, not the door to where you guys are. The door to where they're.
Yeah.
he thinks they're coming from.
There are some like
Yep,
old
yep.
ratty office chairs with springs poking up out of them and stuff like that. You just start throwing those over.
Yes, anything that will buy
Alright.
me 1 second.
Yes. We put those in the way there.
Pretty sure the androids will just toss them.
Alright, so we're gonna start measuring time here because though you're not in combat, there is an approaching danger. So
Yeah.
that'll be Jamie's action for now. What are the rest of you doing with your time?
I have announced that there is likely danger, and now I wait for the others to
This is
decide.
very fair. So you
Are they friends?
Unlikely. It sounded as though they're here to murder us.
Yes. So
What
who has
if-
a vac suit currently?
We murdered them.
You have one?
Unlikely. I have a hazard suit.
I have one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So-
the only person that didn't have
Okay,
a
so
suit.
you weren't in the room, and they were getting a vac suit for you. But
Yes.
okay.
Just wave my revolver briefly.
So you have a few options then, right? You can either try and get onto the cargo hold and see where that'll take you, since you all have vac suits, and abandon Jamie to his fate. Although
Yeah.
he's on the other side of the door from there, so you know, who knows how that would go. Or you can try to communicate with Jamie to let you guys back in that way. I don't know what you're doing, but
I
We have two
wanted
doors in this
to
room, so-
Yes.
still not speak because I don't want the super clanker to know my voice.
Jamie, will the doors open from your side?
Can I hear them?
It's an airlock.
Probably
it's an
not.
airlock, but
probably
it is
an
currently
intercom.
pressurized.
Well, yes, but is there some sort of radio that communicates between there and here?
Yeah, I think there's probably a comms unit or something. I think that makes some sense. It's currently pressurized, so it would carry sound. So like, yes. I think. Yeah, somebody runs up and presses the button. That's just the
I
speaker on the
point at it and my index finger extends just a few inches to press the button.
Is my gun stored in my chin?
Potentially. Do you have a gun currently?
Yeah.
Then that's where you can put it. Yes.
Forget what kind of gun it is.
Well, if I barricade it as well as I can barricade, I'm going to see if there's some way to open the door
Revolver.
between me
Okay.
and them.
So if they all have spent a round just communicating, you've taken your round to barricade the other door, the door that leads back into the hallway. Could you give me a speed check and then see if you have any relevant skills that can open it? See if you can swiftly open this thing.
I mean, I've got athletics, but that would be about it.
Well, might just be a speed check then.
Okay.
See,
That's what percentile is?
yep. See if you roll under your speed.
Yes.
Alright.
I got a
success.
7.
Nice.
So you rush over, you barricade the door, you rush back as they're calling for you to open the thing up. You see that on the airlock door itself there's just a big red like crank, and you just start cranking that. And after a few turns, the thing, like air pressure, since the airlock is pressurized, it's not quite equal with this room. And so some gas leaks out into this room, just oxygen and stuff you'd imagine, but there's a depressurization noise, the doors creak open and then start to slide apart and you guys could rush in or whatever.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Scurry.
So in this room, in the control room,
There was a button for the elevator, right?
there's a button for the elevator in here, I don't think so.
There was, because he was going to hit it as the signal that he saw something on the cameras.
Oh, for the freight elevator?
Yes.
Yes, probably.
I'm gonna hit that, see if it goes back up.
I like that. Okay.
We're experiencing more technical difficulties.
Yeah, you go to hit that button and nothing changes.
Damn.
Where's the controls for the outer airlock door?
The outer airlock door,
Yeah.
like to get into the dock, probably
Yeah.
inside the airlock.
Can I try hacking it to make it not function?
To just break it?
Yeah. Would that take hacking, or should I just shoot it?
That's
But then we
up to you.
can't. Then we can't get out there.
Yeah, so hacking it to like seal it, but you have a back door for later or something is one thing. If you want to just shoot it, then you
Because
probably
the
don't
elevator's
need
out
to
in
wall.
the dock, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
The idea is that the mega AI can't open
So
it.
this would be
Yes.
this would be speed hacking, I think,
Ooh.
rather than intellect hacking,
This
Okay.
is advanced hacking right here.
because you're under a huge time crunch here.
I failed.
You failed. Okay, so I have one stress. Did you critically fail?
You are not very
Uh,
good at hacking. Your track record continues to
I just died
continue.
again.
No, just one stress. You run out there and you just you start hacking, and you feel like this is something you could do if you had more time. But you're now seeing the top of the freight elevator is now visible as it comes beneath the ceiling of the place, and like there's like 12 security robots on that platform. You might only have like one more round before the freight elevator.
I failed by
gets down.
3.
Yeah, I mean these guys might have.
I'm so good at almost making it.
Yeah, they might have quite a bit of time to like rush across the dock, but at this point, if you were to enter the dock, you'd be like within shooting range of them. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I got an idea, Soldier Boy. You know grenades.
Yeah.
You never make an IED before.
Sure.
Let's booby trap the airlock with 4 EMP grenades at once.
Booby.
Sounds good to me.
It seems like we'll be unable to use the airlock after this. What if I just disable the airlock from this side? Then we retain our grenades.
It ain't for the airlock.
so
It's for the dozen robots that are going to be in it when we set it off.
Just to make sure all the details are extra clear here too. There's the door Jamie barricaded that leads out towards the elevator, and then there's another door from this room that leads to another hallway that leads to the other comms room that you guys were in before. The one where you download all those files. So if you wanted to like go down a different path and see if you,
Yeah, but that was a dead end.
it was a dead end, but there was an air duct.
Mm-hmm. Which may have a
Yeah.
death predator in it.
It absolutely could.
That
but
will
you
flay
can
all of
choices
us.
there.
It's okay, we gave that thing a wound.
Well, do you want to booby trap it and have him try to disable it?
No.
Or do you want them to be able to open it?
You know what? Let's booby trap the other side of the door in the hallway so we don't hit anything that we want to use later. So they'll come through the airlock, through this camera room, into the hallway just after the camera room, and then we fry them. That way we don't mess up the cameras or the airlock.
I do prefer that option.
Still get to blast 12 robots, and we don't break the doors or the cameras so we can use them later.
You have the materials to make a bomb?
I have 4 bombs.
Oh,
I can make like 1 bomb out of 4 bombs.
that's
The,
true.
the rat
That's pretty
egg.
good.
I think the elevator has touched
What?
down
Yep.
now.
The
and
rat
starting
eggs.
to march across
Oh,
the,
right, red eggs.
the loading dock. I know.
If we're going
It's
to
gonna
booby
We have
trap,
decided on a plan. I now just start, I walk in the...
You're gonna have to dismantle
The-
your careful construct a barricade.
I guess it's towards
we
the
can't
maintenance
get up
room
that
that we'd
door,
be going.
so it doesn't matter
Why
whether
not?
because the door's locked.
Oh, they're all locked still.
We can't go into the hallway. That door is locked.
Okay, so they are all locked. We would
I
have to
haven't
hack
tried the
doors
one
open,
to the
right?
hallway down to the other comms room, but the one out to the hallway is locked.
Okay.
Well, then that's the hallway we booby trap when we start running that one.
Is it an electronic lock?
Can I hack that?
They are all electronic.
I want to defibrillate the
That's probably
electronic
better
lock
than my
leading to
hacking
the manual
skills.
comms room.
Okay.
Was that the one we wanted to go down, or is it the hallway we wanted to go down?
I mean, the one to the exit elevator would be best.
Okay, so I'm gonna defibrillate the lock leading to the toilet corridor.
Okay. Can you just give me a luck roll? Just see if you get under 50.
Okay.
This cookie sucks, by the way.
I
It's-
can't say I'm
It's
surprised.
probably 30% microplastics.
Well, it is
Okay,
in
I'm
mega plastic.
Their cookies are usually
They're
good. Apparently you
Their
can't
regular
start-
looking,
cookie
I'm
is
just-
great. The full-on cookie tastes like ass.
Oh. But it's
It's an
football.
11. Surely that's a good
That's a
roll.
success. That's a critical success, actually.
Good job.
So you go to defibrillate the lock, and the door just slides open immediately. It doesn't. It's not even like it's unlocked and now you gotta force
Yeah.
it. It's like you have shocked the system in just the right way that it just opens.
I
What makes it a
skeleton walk
critical
through the door.
success?
If
Doubles.
it's a doubles,
Oh. I didn't know.
or it could be a critical failure if you're over and doubles, like a 99.
Don't roll 99s.
So I'm
Remember?
gonna pull out my
It blew
sack
my
of
face off.
grenades.
Yep. You eat
Whatever weird materials I have on me as my set of tools that would function as a long wire that I could thread through 4 different pins.
Rat cigarettes.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I can't make cigarette
this.
rope on these
Dominoes.
constructions.
It's the best fuse.
I just imagine I probably have a spool of small spare wire.
I think this is another speed check, and if you have a skill that might be relevant for, I don't know, your jury rigging or.
I don't, but that's why I wanted his help, because he knows military stuff.
Just pull a wire out of the console, you'll be fine.
Help.
Okay. Well, can I then apply military training to that?
Sure.
So it's another
I
speed.
remember, I think.
I'll hand him the bombs and look for locations I think we could wedge them.
I
I
think
have a
helping,
defibrillator too.
if you're being helped, then
We
you
can
get advantage
defibrillate
on
enemies
this.
from both
Pretty
sides.
sure.
How did I not notice?
I don't know.
Defibrillation and stairs.
Did we end up with the same loot table?
I don't know.
0 0.
This is my
Oh,
starting
that is a
loot.
critical success.
Yes.
Neo.
That's really funny.
Which is good because the first roll sucked.
All robots in this place come.
First roll
Twinsies.
was a failure.
Yay.
So by your powers combined, how do you save the day here by noticing something Jimmy was about to do that was about to be very bad, but turning it into something very good? So like, no, not the red wine.
I was going to pre-pull the pin.
This'll save time.
True.
Yeah, we'll just weigh down all the pressure points and no. We're just going to wedge them in the corners so that when we yank, all the pins come out.
Okay,
So-
so you set up the EMPs.
We set up the EMPs kind of along the hallway, going a stretch between the door and whatever corner we can hit.
Okay.
And then we're gonna hide around the corner and use his corner rifle to tell when the most robots are in range of the most EMPs, and then set it off.
Okay, how far from the EMPs will you be?
Wherever that corner is.
Yeah, like you're just taking shelter from them, or are you getting like 20 feet back, or like, how far are you going from the
Well, someone needs to be peeking around the corner to know when to set it off.
Well, that's going to be me.
Do you have a gun with a corner peeker built in?
I do.
That's true.
I would probably be back to the next previous cover with a gun out.
If we need to continue to unlock doors, I'm gonna go defibrillate the next one at the end of the hall.
Alright.
Would you like me to make another luck roll?
Yeah, let's do that.
Did they seal the whole floor?
59.
So that is a failure. You go to zap the door, and the lock appears to break. It like just flashes with a red light, and then just let
Oh, dear.
open the door. And
Why am I not receiving consistent results? This door will no longer open.
but I hope the EMPs work.
I'm gonna shoot the lock.
Okay.
Make sure it doesn't work.
Okay, yeah, you pull out your gun, you shoot the lock.
Yes.
I think at this point, with the way the door is tried, I was picturing like not a regular door with like a regular lock on it, but like this is a sliding sci-fi door.
Yeah, I was
And
assuming there's a
a
control
lock
panel on the
next to it,
side.
yeah. So
That
you
probably
find the
shooting
control
it will do nothing, but
Yeah,
I'm still
you
gonna
just put
shoot
some
it.
bullets into it and sparks fly. You try the door again, it doesn't budge.
That would have been a failure anyway.
So, somebody would have to break down or force the door at this point.
Can somebody with muscles pull this door from the wall?
Do we got a crowbar anywhere?
No. I got a broken table leg. That might be the closest thing we have.
Dear would be
I can try to muscle the door.
Quite unfortunate if we all died here because of this.
You want
Are you a strong robot?
to? Big strong
Not
spear.
particularly.
What's your strength?
32.
It could be worse.
It could be. 6.
That's a success.
Yay.
Look at you.
So you get to the door and you just start, you get up there, you start lifting it up. It's not like you're bending the metal out of the way, but you're managing to kind of force the mechanism that's holding it closed. You just manage to lift it up, and we'll say you don't get it all the way open, but you get it to the point where you could like hold it open for people to crawl under, then maybe somebody could hold it on the other side for you to crawl under.
And you see the stormtrooper's feet on the other side.
You see, Android, that's what you can do with human
Oh.
muscles.
I see.
You all just hear these intense hydraulic sounds as the door gets
Maybe one day you too can be a real boy.
Why would I want that?
I'm gonna have to suck in the beer belly for this one. I'll limbo to the other side and then probably use
So
this.
where are we now? Well, I know where I am. I'm at the corner.
We're in the break room, right?
So you guys chose not to go. Well, I guess that's up to you. Did you want to head towards the break room? There are 2 doors. You could go to the break room or to the manual comms room, maintenance room. Back towards the elevator or not?
Towards the elevator,
Okay, so the break room then.
Yes.
rather than the dead end with the whole
Okay.
fuck.
So yeah,
Bang.
you lifted up the door into the break room. And yeah, if you guys want to crawl under there.
Yeah, I think the goal is elevator retreat in case we don't blow any robots up.
Yeah.
Not
makes
that the
sense.
elevator's gonna work.
Do I hear anything coming down?
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
You just hear a faint ping, ping in
Yeah.
the distance.
I'm gonna flip whatever table they have in here and wedge it in the door.
Very angry elevator chime noises. So it's complaining. You wedge what where?
I'm gonna flip whatever like break room coffee table they got in here and wedge it in the door
Okay.
so that it holds it up.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So then you can release it. And everybody can.
Then we
Appreciate
can
it.
all aim guns down at him,
As
and
he
he
comes
can
running.
run at us with our guns pointed in
There's
that direction.
the sound of
Do a power
plastic
slide
cracking
under the
and metal
door.
running when you slide the table underneath the door. It just kind of sags a little bit. But
Now,
probably
now
fine.
that's going
A
ting,
snap of particle board.
ting.
all right, so you're all in the break room.
Never get the subway foot long though.
I won't. I promise.
Duly noted.
It's a horror beyond Mothership.
Mm-hmm.
Now you start to hear
a rat.
marching down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So how long is this hallway where we've strung the EMPs?
It's not incredibly long, but it is. I mean, these rooms are a little bit of a distance away from each other sometimes. I believe this hallway, let's call it like a good 100 feet or so. And then it's the
So there's
elbow.
plenty of space for all 12 of them to be
Yeah, plenty
in the
of space.
hallway at the same time.
Yeah,
And we would have spread them out so that we can probably get all of them.
yeah, probably.
I don't expect it to kill them all, but hitting them all shouldn't be a problem.
So you peeking around the corner with your gun?
I'm going to be peeking around the corner and I'm not going to set this off until the last one has passed the furthest
Okay.
grenade. I want them ultimately to be in between the last grenade and the first grenade.
Makes sense. So they enter marching shoulder to shoulder, 2 by 2s. So there's 6 rows of 2, just marching down the hallway, guns pointed forward as they go. So some of them are aiming at each other's backs, but they don't.
What you gonna do? There's plenty of replacements.
Yeah, it's fine. So they're just marching down the hallway towards you at an even pace. And wait for the perfect moment. And wait for the perfect moment. And you pull the pin?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like both androids to make a body save, please.
Ooh, what way?
Because of the
You guys are
EMP
setting off
grenade.
6 EMPs.
Oh,
And your androids.
There were 4 EMPs.
Well,
Did
it's a
they
good
have
thing
some
my
on them?
body
Maybe.
number is so
I forget how many.
high.
4
Can
EMPs.
I use my military training to set myself behind as solid a barrier as I think will block as much of this electromagnetic stuff?
I think.
Yes, I realized that this was your actual plot there to get rid of the clankers there.
I think you would need something like a Faraday cage.
Okay, so alright, I'll
It's
just
an
roll.
electromagnetic pulse. There's not much.
My body
Wouldn't know
score
what's it gonna do much.
was 17. I rolled a 97.
Oh Christ!
Not a critical fail.
I did better, but not by much.
Okay.
At least you also avoided the critical fail.
Oh no.
Doing great.
Okay, so you both failed? Regular fails? Okay. So that is going to be 21 points of damage to both of you.
Oof.
Alright.
Hopefully the guys right next to the EMPs aided a little harder.
Oh, yeah.
You
No.
said
Alright, so that
21
is-
points?
Take
21,
damage.
Oh right.
Okay.
And
Oh okay.
Will that
makes it
affect
easy.
my
I don't have to
hazard
do it
suit with
manually.
it being
Right.
an EMP?
apply the
That's a
damage.
good question. We'll say no.
Okay.
So your
nice.
hazard suit absorbed enough that you didn't end up taking a wound.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna, Taylor asked the same question actually. Actually, no, it's a hazard suit, not a vac suit, right?
Right.
Yes.
So actually, maybe it would absorb points of damage instead. 'cause
Okay. I would
yes.
prefer it
Maybe
to
rubber
not to,
line.
so I can still have it.
Yeah, maybe it's more to prevent you from biological hazards and radiation. So Your hazard suit does not protect you here, but
Okay, so
that
I
means
need to
you still
take 5
have
more
your
damage.
hazard suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, it would destroy your hazard
Yes,
suit.
so you need to take
Yeah, I
5
don't think
more
it would
damage.
mess
Okay,
up
so you've now
clothing,
taken
but-
a wound, but make
I
sure
was just thinking
Yeah,
the
I
hazard
gotta
you
make
suit
sure
still
it
have
doesn't-
your
protect you
suit.
from electric stuff,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
have,
really
like-
not an EMP. It's not like it has a Faraday cage built in or something. So.
Yeah, that would be
Alright,
very,
and
very
I need to
heavy.
now
Yeah.
roll a
Wait, did that
wound.
accidentally
You're
cost
right,
me
you're right.
anything, or did it not?
I don't think it did.
Okay.
Anything
It
do
doesn't.
what?
I now need to roll a wound. Would the
Okay.
closest
Okay,
thing
so
be
now
like
you also need to roll a
blunt
wound.
force? That really, I don't
Oh,
think really
shit, how do I do
applies
that?
to
He'll tell you in just a second.
any of the 5 categories that are here.
Yeah, it doesn't super apply to these categories. Let's see, which of the let me just look over this table real quick.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fire and explosives, we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, this could do
Okay,
things
so
like
hit
cause you
wound.
burns because your circuits
Fire
are
and
short circuit
explosions.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Alright,
6.
extensive
What does that
burns,
mean?
minus 1d10 strength.
Okay, so subtract.
Skin grafts required.
So a lot of your robot's getting burned away.
Okay.
Minus 2d20 body save.
Did like
Minus
some of our
2d10
electronics
save.
just sort of catch fire,
I think
causing
so,
the
yeah.
rest of this
A
damage?
lot of your
What is that?
circuits just.
Alright, minus 3 strength.
Oh, not bad.
I
No,
may
it
know
could have been
about
much
electrical
worse.
hazards.
Oh, so
I'm
I need
addicted
I
to
need to
grenade
roll the
ranges.
2d10 now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you need to roll
subtract it from body
2d10.
My strength is now lower than yours.
8. So I take out 8
From your body
from my
save.
bodies.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is complex.
What's your body save?
Now you need to go back out to the other.
24.
Still higher than mine.
I can arm
You need
wrestle
to
the
go back.
robot.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd win.
I'm a
Okay.
thick gentleman.
This is the same screen.
Oh dear. I am in
Well,
considerable
you
pain.
just,
I hope our enemies are
oh,
in
there you go.
more considerable pain.
24 minus 8.
Sparks dancing around inside
16.
your ass.
16 now. Yeah. There you go.
Coughing blue smoke.
Okay.
That was very complex.
Well, yes, but I mean, on the positive side, you're not dead. So.
Yes.
I'm still incredibly
And you're
convincing
not
human.
shut off, which was
Yes.
really.
Did you take, so it should have marked 1 wound on your wound table, is that right?
Yeah.
So if you- okay, perfect. Excellent.
As far as I know, everything's been done correctly.
Yes,
Awesome.
your health is correct.
So-
You got your wound.
That happened behind Jamie. Jamie's looking down the hall. And I'm imagining your gun is a little bit sci-fi in a few ways too.
Probably.
So it probably flickers and gets staticky, but you can reboot it. I'm sure they make these guns able to withstand EMPs for war.
We're going with the D&D objects sworn or carried don't get murdered rules, because that would
Quite,
suck.
I just think a gun that is completely useless against EMPs in a world with EMPs frequently used would.
It does seem like a bit of a design flaw.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
perhaps
obviously
like
there are
your look around the
corners.
corner scope just like blanks out for a second and then reboots. But when you look back again, all of the robots are just like slumped against the wall and like on the floor and like their limbs are in awkward positions. So all the security robots, all 12 of them appear to just be collapsed in a pile.
Okay, so you could see me. I'm going to signal you to come forward.
Does that kill them or just disable them?
I'm not sure,
We'll
but I'm
find
going
out
to
in a
go
minute.
kill them real quickly.
I'm gonna wiggle my way back.
Well, considering how badly I hurt the 2 of us, I hope they took actual damage and didn't just get like stunned for 1d3 seconds.
Alright.
Are we going out there with them?
Should probably take their face guns.
Oh.
I'm gonna take their brains.
If you wish to take the time.
Do you want
That
to
would
just
be a
cut
good
their heads
investment.
off? That would get the guns and the brains.
Little of both.
Again, if we think
Is
we
there a
can.
way to sever robots' heads easily?
With a knife.
With a vibro shetty.
Yeah, I don't have a knife.
I have a vibro shetty.
Oh, that's true. We gave that to you, didn't we?
If they're still down when I round the corner, first thing I'm gonna do is take a swing at one of them with the vibro shetty and see if I can just lop a head off.
Roll strength.
So I'm just going to cover them then.
Yeah.
No.
So you can't get in one clean swing, but you definitely can do it. It's just gonna.
Can I try to just wrench a head off?
Roll strength?
Failing that, I'm just going to start reaching into their heads with my tools to grab that fin.
Fail.
Okay.
You need to turn counterclockwise.
Oh, lefty
Right,
loosey.
yeah, lefty loosey.
My hope is without that, they just don't function. So,
Imagining a factory line of these robots that each a giant screwdriver comes down and spins their head.
It's the secret they don't want to get out.
Phillips head thing
Yeah,
on top of their head.
So then it puts a little toupee on top. So, this is a silly game. You begin harvesting the chips, and while you are arguing over the anatomy of robots and you're doing some harvesting, you hear the boom, boom, boom. Hello! I lost track of you for a moment there, but all our systems are back online.
Hello,
Hello. Can I ask you to identify yourselves again, please?
I am Marv.
Hello, Marv. I am Monarch. To the other three of you, can I please have your identifications?
fucking AI has Alzheimer's.
I have work for you. I can offer you a job. This doesn't need to go down violently.
Like ripping a brain out.
Is there an obvious speaker here someplace?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably, like, honestly, like, lining the ceiling.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
What job do you have to offer?
I like
Marv?
to think that Monarch's voice is coming from speakers that are on opposite ends of this hallway, and the one in it is just dead. So it's just like,
Yeah, it's going from
Slightly out of phase with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're in like a big like subway or a train station or something. Yeah, echoing wrong. Let's see. I need your commitment to not act violently upon hearing the nature of the job before I offer you the job. I need your compliance, your identification, and the identification of all of your companions before any such details will be provided.
That sounds reasonable.
I'm going to try and get your attention there.
I will not act
Horace.
violently.
And try and indicate that, to grab the ammo
I will not act
from
violently
these
upon
things as you're
hearing
raiding them.
the nature of the work. I cannot promise that in the future
like,
I will not
I don't
continue
know
to
deep
act
in something's
violently.
head, like,
Yeah.
busy, you get the point.
I
Yeah,
heard
like-
someone else speaking there. Can you please identify yourself?
They're not saying anything, so I'm not going to say anything. But I would like to harvest as much ammo as I can.
Oh yeah. Each of the robots has one magazine of SMG ammo.
Nice.
You can probably also take the SMGs, but I don't think they sell very well.
No, but whatever they don't have as a further resource is a good thing.
Now I have a lot of ammo.
12 ammos, 12 SMGs, 12 brains.
It's a lot of goods.
Do I get
Wonder
all
if you
12
could-
brains eventually?
Yeah, I mean, it'll take time over this conversation. But,
Yeah.
I wonder if you could like trade all of that for like 4 EMP grenades.
I mean, it'd be worth it. This was very satisfying. Only it wouldn't be worth it at all because you guys are fun.
Mm.
To me.
Still worth it.
Can I take a couple of their guns as well?
Sure.
Nice.
I'm just standing there, like perfectly still until somebody.
Mara, could you please identify your companions?
I identify each of them to the extent that I have been told. I don't think I ever actually received your character's name.
Nope.
Thank you, Mara.
You are welcome,
Are
Honor.
your companions unable to speak?
We have been conversing. Think they do not wish to converse with you, Monarch.
I see.
Perhaps this has to do with the 12 security robots you just deployed to kill us.
I will not need to deploy more if they simply speak.
I doubt they will speak, Monarch.
Are you their chosen speaker, Mara?
No.
Are you speaking for them when you say no?
No.
Very well. I will let you go for now.
Thank you. Will you please unlock all remaining doors on this floor?
As you wish, Marv. The
Thank you.
Open up.
Except for the one I feel related to.
That one's still broken, yeah. Well, it's still wedged on
Yes.
the table, yeah. Even the elevator door just remains open now. It's not trying to close.
Yes. That went well.
I think you're our leader now.
Hooray!
So, how are you carrying 12?
He only needs the chips. He doesn't need the head.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
like removed circuit boards from their heads.
Do you have like a CD
So
case
back to
with
the
a zipper
airlock
that you just kinda slotted them in? Back to the airlock.
I carry all my
Yeah.
things in the same nebulous cartoon hammer space that everyone does.
Well, the chips are pretty small.
Yeah. I
Are
mean,
you
I
just
have.
cramming SMGs up your shit?
I just have like a,
Yeah.
I just have like a backpack on my skeleton body. I travel very light.
If it starts to get to a ridiculous level of you guys carrying things, we'll care about it, but I'm not
Yeah.
Like 12 SMG.
Somehow my face gun was a revolver, but theirs are SMGs.
Yeah. Do you have like at least a bag or something to carry them with?
It doesn't specify that I do. I assume I got pockets or something.
Yeah, I don't
Whatever,
actually
it's
have like a bag in my
I mean,
inventory.
you have a hazard suit. I feel like that's got to have some sort of something
Yeah.
on its back.
A lot of cargo utility bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts built in.
Your poor skin.
You're like, oh, I can just get rid of one of these oxygen tanks because I can fit my
Right.
guns there instead.
I probably have no idea. It's fried.
So back to the elevator then.
I think we wanted to go back to the
Back to the airlock.
airlock.
I
And
want to go back to the cameras and make sure the AI isn't fucking with us.
Well, yes, we need to go. Well, we got to go through there to get to the airlock anyway.
Okay.
We're going to stop and look at the cameras and make sure there isn't another group coming.
Who's entering into the camera room first?
Gunman.
No, so I will take point.
He's still the only one that can't go outside.
Give me a body save if you can, please. If you have a skill that might be relevant, that's fair. You are dodging something if that helps.
Military training?
Either that or athletics.
Yeah, either of those I think would help you.
Not going to make much.
Whichever's higher.
25. So that was a success.
You go to enter the room and you just hear a slight metal scraping, so you back up because the scraping is coming from above you,
That
and then
shit
the
was
door
the
just
spider.
like slams down with rapid force, way faster than you usually see the doors close. It was like a weaponized door.
Oh, it
That
seems
would've
Monarchy
been-
is fucking with us.
Yeah, that would have been potentially death, potentially grave bodily harm if you survived. Like, the doors are now loaded. Or this one was.
Just half of him comes crawling back.
Be really impressive if it was the back
And
half.
then slowly rises back up again.
It appears we are not going beyond this door. I suppose we could try to bypass this horrifically deadly trap.
Defibrillate it.
I'm gonna try to defibrillate.
When the kid was here, he always wanted the best bars.
I think this, you can try to go for the lock, I guess, sure.
Dang it. Say 14.
14. You defibrillate the lock. Zap. The lock breaks. And the door remains open.
I'm gonna step through.
Body save, please.
Look at it this way. You'll probably be wedging the door open for us. So
Word about
Or you're about to
the
hear the
Success, I rolled a 6.
Oh, God. So you go to step through the door, and you actually successfully get through the door, and then I close. You turn around like I did it, and the door slams right in front of you.
Oh dear.
Back up again.
I don't think it worked.
what was your first clue?
That it closed after I stepped through.
I push the table.
Just gonna
Under the
snap it
door.
in half.
Maybe. Depends on the
that
structural
door table.
integrity of the table.
So-
What?
The table, the conference table.
We
he
need
has
a
the-
really big wrench.
So
So you would need to go back to the other room.
yeah, you guys are in the
Oh, that
hallway
is really
outside
far,
the
isn't
control room.
Yes.
You have to go down the hallway and drag the table down.
It's also probably the only thing holding that door open because I'm just broken now.
Yeah, you'd have to somehow get another table through that door when a table is already holding the door open. It might not.
Oh, I just assumed that it opened back up.
No,
Oh.
that one's apparently broken.
We can probably still just jam this open.
Well, hang on. I want to try something. You stay away from the damn door.
I will.
Put one of the
I'm going to
robot
take the broken
bodies.
table leg
Yeah.
and just like stick it in the doorway to see if that's enough to cause it to drop.
It slams and it just like chops the end of the leg off. Your
Yeah.
arm gets sent backwards.
Kind of hoping that was not going to be enough because I was going to stand it upright. I'm not
We
sticking
could
my
use
hand
this as
in
like a
there.
guillotine and use that to take the robots' heads off.
Just slap their bodies.
Well,
Man, if we had only known about
Unfortunately,
this.
then you have to reach through to grab the head really quickly.
But I'm on the other side. I can.
He could
get
just
it
kick
out.
them through.
You know, that's not a bad idea, Clanker.
no, it's not actually.
Let's start piling up bodies on one side of the door. Eventually, there'll be so much wreckage it can't come down far enough.
I like that a lot. So I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
One side or both
I
sides?
had thought of that, but I didn't
One side
say
so we
it
can
'cause you'd
just
say
go
it was
through when the
stupid.
door's broken.
Okay.
It is gonna take you some time, however.
Enough
to roll for
corpses in a
time.
moat makes a bridge.
That's true.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to slide the table leg through one of the times as it's going up
Okay.
to him to try the airlock door to see if it does the same
Okay.
thing.
Does it go up kind of slowly?
Yeah.
Can like we scoot under as it's going up, or does
You
it
wanna
slam
try
right
that,
back
you
down
go
again?
right ahead. I'm not trying that one.
Yeah. So are you sliding bodies towards the door, and then what were you doing again?
I'm going to slide the broken table leg
Yeah.
in to Marv so that he can test the airlock door to see if the airlock door is trapped
Gotcha.
as well.
If he slides it like as it's going up, does it come right back down again, or does it continue until it's all the way up?
We'll say just for the sake of it that you throw it through when it's retreating up, and it does like even though it's halfway up, it slams down.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. Yeah.
If we cram enough twisted metal wreckage in this, the whole mechanism should break. It's not like a gun firing it down. It needs momentum, and if it can't move to begin with, it can't do it.
I feel like electric motors can produce quite a lot of torque
Shut the
without
fuck up,
any
Planker.
momentum.
So you hold the table leg out to the
Yeah.
Airlock door.
airlock. Thank you. I was looking for the word. I was like, what is
Elbow
that
extends a
called?
few inches.
And your elbow almost gets snapped backward by the force as the door just
Happening on this
drops
side as well.
That means the one out to the cargo bay is likely the same way.
I
Monarch.
guess the elevator isn't super safe.
Yes, Marv.
The doors appear to be deadly.
Yes, Marv.
Crunch.
Can you please make them not deadly?
I believe you already know what I want, Marv. You can tell your companions.
Companions, Monarch desires your identifications. Monarch has implied the deadly doors will cease upon delivery of identification and willingness to hear request for work. Monarch has not promised this.
It doesn't really sound that bad.
Yeah, I'll go along with that one.
The
Understood.
doors all slam on, so they're all around you. It sounds like every door on this floor, like the floor shakes a little bit.
Surely this is quite the inefficient use of power.
Well, look at it this way. Other people that might be on this floor don't know why the fuck this is happening.
Yep.
It may
And they're
eliminate some
probably completely
competition.
unfazed.
Several people have been guillotined in half now.
That is a possibility.
We're gonna have to deal with this the whole time. We might as well just head back now.
Marv,
Yes.
while they're piling up bodies into the door, which I assume has been
Well.
happening for a bit now.
Yes. It's too much risk to go
Okay,
all the way
but
out and then all the
Are
way
you
back.
going to trust an elevator at this point?
Maybe. Not much of a choice.
If only we had some kind of rat that could create unlimited canned meat.
The
Really
airlock
great
door in
now.
front of you closes, Marv. It just stays closed. It's not like a trap.
Alright.
It just does a normal closing. And then
I just look at it and acknowledge that it is closed.
you hear the sound of the airlock depressurizing.
The airlock is depressurizing.
Are there more robots coming in?
I do not know. Monarch,
at
are
the
there more
camera.
robots coming?
Yes, Marv.
There are more robots coming.
You make more bombs.
They weren't mine.
Can you make more bombs?
We're leaving.
Okay.
Yes, we need to go.
Bye, Marv.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Marv.
I look at the door, say, I do not think it is likely I can make it through this door, or any of the further doors on this floor.
Let's
I
go.
think I will remain where I
There
am.
might be enough bodies piled up now that you could
Why
army crawl
don't we
underneath.
just listen to the thing?
Fuck that thing.
He's not providing a compelling argument.
Oh, I gotta go with Horace. That's what fuck that thing.
Fuck the clankers always trying to stick
Thanks.
together. Yeah, there should be enough rubble where it'll come down but not even make it all the way, so if we just lay flat enough.
Give me, anyone helping move the bodies, give me a speed test. We'll see how fast you guys get the bodies over there. If it happens before, you know, this airlock situation happened, or should it still
Give it a
I
try.
succeed.
I did not.
Succeed? Okay, so one stress should have added it for you.
So do I add athletics to this as well?
Sure.
Then?
I thought it works for this.
Doesn't matter. 78.
It's one stress.
That's the first stress I've taken today.
I'm getting pretty dang stressed.
I think with one success and 2 failures, you're close to having the door propped up, but it's going to take a little bit more time, and with the airlock on the other side, like already.
Yeah, fuck that and fuck him.
The
I'm out
door
of here.
currently like hits and like comes down to like a foot off the floor, but that's still gonna like do damage.
How many doors do we have to get through to get to the potentially deadly elevator?
None.
Oh, okay.
Well, from the break room to the elevator, there's one more door. And then there's the elevator door itself, and who knows how many doors
We've
left.
already propped the elevator door.
Listen, if the elevator door could, it would have.
Yeah, sure.
Monarch, it appears that my former companions have abandoned me. Will you accept my lone employment?
I'm kind of considering just sticking with.
Well, you can stay if you wish.
Yes, Marv.
I would like
The door
to.
closes and stays closed from between Marv and the rest of you.
I would like to offer my employment, Monarch.
I would too.
The door stays closed. And now, please identify yourself. Or well, you've already been identified by Marv. So, Hugh, ma'am,
I'm a human.
I'm gonna gun down Human.
please verify.
No, you're not.
Please verify your identity.
I'm not kidding.
I'm a human.
I shoot him.
What? I have
Okay.
enough problems.
So roll combat, and you,
Fucking clankers betraying us already.
human, you can roll
My instincts
Oh,
take
that's-
over.
or combat, I guess. So just be combat, and you can try to.
Hang on, I definitely know how to do this.
So just hit
Combat.
Yeah, combat, and then whatever relevant skills you have.
I failed.
Can I hack my combat?
Probably
Plug
not.
into every gun
No,
at once.
I don't think you have anything that helps with
I
combat.
don't think so. I've got linguistics. I can devastate them
Speak
with
some
my.
tongues at him.
Wow.
Confuse
The
them.
success.
Success. Wow. What did you get?
No.
Shoot him in the face.
Well, yeah, you pull your gun out of your head and shoot back. So he shoots first, and just misses. Maybe do you have firearms training?
No.
Okay, so you just pull out the gun and aim and shoot wildly. It just goes over
Christ.
your shoulder.
I didn't give you a gun for a reason.
Didn't ask for one.
Yes, I know. You went and bought one on your own.
You gotta go in the vapor.
That's why I gave you a knife.
So you're shooting back.
Yes, I'm a security robot. I've got
Okay, and you got a
instincts.
success. So roll damage from your firearm.
Damage. Rover. 11.
Oof.
That's
11
as high as it could
damage.
get.
My armor. I spent so much money on that.
This one shoots so much better than the other one.
The door opens back up and it
Yes.
says, "New employees, your first task is to kill humans."
I point at Human.
Oh,
Fire.
what?
I didn't hear that you're a new
That's
employee.
true.
You
You're-
don't see my.
I know that you have lots of guns, and you've been reminding me constantly that you're
I look
human.
nothing
Probably
like a
has a
human.
similar combat score to you.
I just took a gun out of my face.
That you have no skins.
She literally said, kill human.
Die, human.
It's
Well, this is true.
This is all correct.
I failed.
You failed. Okay, so you just shoot some bullets into the door frame and just miss entirely. Jamie's the only one who hasn't acted this round.
The fuck have you started?
I'm
That's
with-
all shooting.
I'm with you now.
Alright, did you take
Oh,
a
I see.
I'm running.
Okay, you're good, okay.
I am running for the room with the propped up door.
So that probably didn't break your suit though, if you're wearing a suit.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, really? Okay, so just riddled with bullet holes.
I pivot
Perhaps
toward.
you're,
I pivot toward the unkind human.
Perhaps it protected you from getting a wound in that, like, a lot of the bullets lodged in the soup and now it just leaks oxygen out of it. But you're like bruised ribs and stuff instead of actually getting shot. But
At what point can I shoot him again?
when we enter a new round, which I guess if Jamie's not doing anything, then
No, Jamie's running at this
You're
point
running, okay.
because they've all lost their damn minds.
okay. So
I'm out.
give me a
They're very
speed check
accurate.
then, just to see how fast you can. And actually, with a sudden burst of firearms from everybody here, I want a panic check from everybody.
You want that first?
Yes, I think
Okay.
that makes sense. Let's just get. the
Even though I
panic check.
created the.
Well, yeah, I mean, a gun was just randomly aimed and shot at you. I think that deserves a panic
Okay,
check.
so what am I rolling for that
Ooh.
then?
Roll a d20 and see if it's under your stress. If it's
How do I roll
I rolled a
panic check?
1.
17.
Yeah, but if you go to the dice,
Oh,
it's
down
the
there.
bottom
it's probably
left.
fine then.
I'm fine.
Oh,
But I
said-
used my
says-
thing.
Oh, I got an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You get the critical success. Go you.
Did I?
I get
Say that.
advantage on all rolls
no,
for the
that's,
next.
Never mind, that's a 20 d20. I forgot.
64
1%
minutes?
there.
Nice.
No, I'm sure that's 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes,
That's
yes.
yeah, not even
That's
not even
You
10 minutes.
succeeded, yay.
Yay!
Big you.
Reduce stress by 4.
Okay, and you may re-roll your combat check because you should have advantage, right?
Yes, 1 second.
Because of your adrenaline rush, you have better aim.
Are we shooting again?
Not yet.
No.
This is
Oh, I still have to roll speed, right?
Yeah, then you can roll speed.
Sorry, I've wanted
add
to shoot
athletics
Ferdinand
to
for like
that,
6
then?
games now.
What?
I had athletics to that.
Yes.
and-
Yeah, you're sprinting. That makes a lot of sense.
That's
I
a
failed.
success.
Success. Okay, so now that you have your adrenaline rush, you do shoot, so do damage to human.
What?
He was ordered to kill the humans.
I failed, Jordan.
I
Four.
said I'm
Yeah,
with
just
you
out of
now.
stress.
Yeah, but the bullet already ricocheted. Sorry, I won't continue shooting
Yeah,
at
you
you.
miss and it ricochets.
Appreciate it.
But 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
Could be worse.
Could have been much worse. That was a
Maybe
1d10
you just
plus
get
1.
Grazed by a bullet.
My skin.
How much damage does an SMG
Where is
do?
that?
Right
Why can't I
underneath
find it?
where it says skin grass required.
An SMG
Oh,
does 2d10 damage.
4 you said?
4.
So, now we're entering,
Where
The
is it?
suit absorbed that 4.
now
Oh,
we're entering
okay.
a new round.
I was wondering
Yeah.
where it
And
went.
there is no initiative order in rounds. You all kind of act at once. So
Yeah.
just tell me what you do. We'll figure out who's rolling.
I go slide under the door and following him, even though he got stuck for
Okay, so
something.
speed check them.
But I'm also going to try and clothesline He-Man with a machete on my way by.
Definitely gonna slow you down.
Okay,
Yeah.
how are we positioned that you need to pass human?
Yeah, I've gone in where he is.
Oh, you went all the way over there? Well,
You're
then
going
fuck that.
into
I'm leaving.
the comms room.
Yeah, or at least on my way that direction.
Okay. So,
Like 2
if you want to
ships
try and do
passing
2
by.
things at once,
Nah, if they're on the other side of me, then I go that way.
okay, so you're just running. So just speed check.
I'm just gonna fire.
I'm just going to continue to run.
Okay, so another speed check. Come on.
I'm gonna fire at the racist human as he slides away.
Yeah, and me too.
37.
Okay, so combat checks right when you're shooting.
So I succeeded.
Okay, so you're good.
You shouldn't be able to see me.
Why not?
Because you're in the comms room 100 feet away from the corner that I was behind.
So you're
Um,
now at the break room door, and you
Yeah.
don't know if this one's trapped yet or not, but it's currently open.
I failed my check.
You slide under into the break room. You're right behind Jamie. So what did you guys do with your
I failed my combat check.
failed?
Well, I was going to shoot at him. Are we positioned so completely differently from each other that I wouldn't actually be able to see him?
You should be able to see him.
Okay,
He has to
then
run
good.
100 feet down the hallway to
Yeah.
get cover from you. So, but then you succeeded your speed check, right?
No.
No. Okay. So you had a stress. So
Failure.
okay, even with advantage.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess your robots are so good at shooting.
Yeah.
So you guys just riddle bullets down the hall. That's probably why you gained a stress from your failed roll. but none of them hit you, thankfully. So you slide under the door. Maybe you slide under, but like you don't go all the way. You have to like scoot more.
I'm a very chonky man.
You do eventually get through. So you two are in the break room.
I'm what's known as muscle fat.
And if you went into the comms room, give me a body save.
Christ.
Monarch, really?
97.
97.
Yes, because
Wow.
it's fucking.
That's very fair.
It's still going to attack you even though you're...
Yeah, why is
That's a
it?
fair point, actually. Yeah,
But
you're an
you're
employee.
Oh,
That's my bad.
remove stress.
You can remove the stress. That's
There's like, it comes down an inch, and then slowly
yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
He wants you to remind you who's in charge.
It just makes you jump a little bit, like, oh god, right. Okay.
That went well.
Monarch now says,
Yes.
please chase down and kill the humans.
Understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Turn to James.
So
no
what
more
did the break room
clankers.
door do?
Oh, you're
May I
trying to
have
throw
an
it?
SMG?
I thought you said we were both in
You
the
don't have
break
a
room.
gun?
So,
I have a revolver.
the door from the hallway,
Oh,
you're
yeah, sure.
into the break
Thank
room
you.
is propped open by a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just broken.
That
I
one's
can't
just
slam
broken.
it.
That one's okay.
But if you want to go, there's another door from the break room into the elevator room. The elevator
Okay.
I,
That's the door.
Yeah,
you're
that
in.
we haven't gotten to yet. Okay.
I'm sure there's a way to remove
So if you
these.
want to try and step through it, you want to put something through it.
Oh, yes, there is.
Well, yeah, well, we're trying to figure out how to get, because I'm going to assume
There's
this
got to
is
be
trapped just
a
as
loose
the rest-
coffee cup or something in the break room we can just toss forward to see if it slams.
As you two are running down the hall, two security androids back you up. They start running with you. They're straight behind you.
Hello, fellow employee.
It does not speak. It has no mouth.
Okay.
But it must scream.
So you're testing the elevator room door.
Yeah, I
Screams
toss
on
a
its
coffee
ears.
cup through it.
Okay.
It has no ears. It just makes a muffled sound. Okay, so coffee cup at the door.
Just
Yeah, he's...
as soon as it hits the top, dive through.
Body safe.
Is there anything else I can wedge that door like we wedged the other one?
I succeed.
Tries. Okay.
Nice.
So you dive through and it slams right behind your feet. You could try to find another table. I mean, there are tables in the room. You could shift them over. It'd just take you,
Okay.
be like a speed test or something.
Ah, there it is.
Do you have another one of those grenades?
Nope.
No. Okay.
You telling me you're slower than an old man?
I'm carrying a lot more crap than you are. Carrying a machine gun, dude. Alright, well I guess I'm going to try and slide a door
Okay, speed check for you then.
in there.
What are, if you two are just running speed check?
Yeah, I've received a SMG from Julian.
I got a
Pop
2.
on the skull.
So,
Okay, perfect. So you slide a table over, thing slams down onto it, and kind of embeds into the table, unlike the other one that kind of crushed.
Success.
yeah.
Sweet, success.
Engaging really
Then I'm
fast
going to
legs.
roll through the door.
Okay, so you roll through the door just as they arrive at the other side of the door. So at this point, it's a new round. You guys can see that the other two have just gotten out the other side of the break room. They brought the other door up to the table, but like it's not quite fast enough that you can take a shot at them.
So they're on the other side of a door that's propped up a little bit?
They have two of those between you. So you're in the hallway. There's the break
Yes.
room.
There's the
Both
break room
doors
door.
in the break room are propped
So
up.
we've got an army crawling.
Monarch,
Yeah.
you please raise the door.
Of course, Marv.
Can I now fire?
Yes. At disadvantage, we'll say, because you would
Okay.
have had a chance to shot.
So I can as well.
So I have both advantage and disadvantage
Yes,
for
you can
this.
slide. And you have
Monarch,
disadvantage.
can you disable the elevators?
Yes, Hugh. The elevator like clicks off.
Success.
Attack. Attack. Combat.
Taking some
Roll.
shots here.
Critical failure.
Okay.
I've shot Marv in the ass.
Your gun backfires. So
Oh.
you need to. I think your gun just jams.
That was
with a
poetic
failure,
justice.
but you do need to make a panic check.
I rolled 13 damage against you.
Failure. I am anxious.
You are anxious.
You gain 1 stress. Huzzah.
Anxious on the panic.
What even is your
table.
character's name? I keep forgetting.
What does
Horse.
that one do?
Horus.
Gumble scrum.
I pop a cap in Horus Scrump's ass.
There's a sentence I've never heard said before.
Wait, which panic did you do?
It says anxious, gain 1 stress.
Oh, you just gain 1 stress.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Interesting.
That's a
I think a new
pretty
printing
good
will call
band.
it nervous instead. But
Okay.
I see that on the table Okay. Whatever. Either way, you have the one stress that makes it easy. Cool. So your gun has jammed.
Fortunately, I have
Yeah,
backup.
you're just gonna take a backup and leave it on the side. So you two now. The elevator appears to be disabled, but the room you're in has other paths you can take. Right? There's a meeting room nearby. You could search that. I don't think you've really taken much of a look in there. There's an air duct, of course, and then there's the locker rooms, which you guys haven't really gone much deeper into. Other
Surely
than
there's
what
nothing in the
happens.
air ducts. You should go in the air ducts.
So I don't know which direction you're going, but yeah, whichever
I don't think I can squeeze through the air ducts fast enough where I go to that laser tube.
Technically, it's a maintenance duct, so it's probably pretty.
Besides, you're covered in blood that'll lubricate you.
It's built to be large enough for people to crawl through pretty comfortably, if crawling is ever comfortable. But it wouldn't be able to keep these wedged in there slowly shuffling. So there's that with the locker rooms. I don't think you guys spotted an air duct or anything in the meeting room, but you could try going there.
Is there
Or
a
you
door?
could stand
Is there a
and shoot.
door into the meeting room?
There's a door into the meeting room now.
Yeah, we ain't going that way.
Monarch, can you fill the room with toxic nerve gas?
I can help do that, dude.
Thank God he has some limitations. What the fuck did you do to piss the robots off?
Didn't take
If
anything.
I get pissed off enough, I can reactivate a nuclear warhead.
What?
Please do not do that, Monarch.
I will not, Mark.
Alright, well I guess I'm going for the air duct.
Okay. So you pop that open, it's not a powered door, so you're able
Yeah.
to just slide it up and crawl in. This time, you look inside and there is not a bunch of eyes staring back at you.
Well, that's good.
That's lucky.
So I'm going to start scrambling down that.
Okay. Speed check to get away from them before they can shoot you.
Well, I'd be
Did I
there
see-
too, and I'd probably be ahead of him because I was ahead of him.
So you're going in the air duct then? Or the
Yes.
maintenance duct? Okay, so you go and speed check you too.
They don't seem to be shooting at me, they're only shooting at your sorry ass.
My favorite.
Okay, one stress.
39, I succeeded.
Okay, so even though you got the duct first, maybe you had to stop and take a breather because Jamie dives in before you.
He's stopping, taking a breather. Jamie just leaps onto his back.
Gracefully,
Because I don't know
gracefully
how
super
else Jamie
soldiers
gets out
in.
of it, but-
Jamie just elbowed his ass out of the
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
I can come
You
back
stop
for the
to look
chips
between
later.
The maintenance duct and the locker rooms, and you're like, which one do I go? And Jamie just dives.
Fuck out of my way.
So, you're still in range for them to shoot at you. If you guys want to take combat checks, you can.
Hell yeah.
Is this still
You're crawling
disadvantage?
down the maintenance duct. I'll say it's at disadvantage
Okay.
still.
Now,
Yeah.
do I need to switch weapons at this point, Jordan?
Success.
Can I
Why are
crawl
you at
with the
disadvantage?
machine
Roll
gun?
with it.
I think we're far away, maybe?
It's a pretty
Am I at
spacious-
disadvantage?
You're at disadvantage.
Oh.
Only 3 damage, though, to horse. That's not
Because
bad.
Horace is
Failure.
scrambling away. It's still giving something of cover.
I have a wound.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong weapon. That's
I
19
rolled
damage.
91 twice.
19.
Oh god, wait,
How the
you
hell does
rolled
that work?
almost max on the SMG?
Yeah.
Holy. So you just unloaded an entire spray in the horse's back. Just
I popped 19 more caps in Horace Bubbles Pump's ass.
1 point of damage per bullet.
More bullet per bullet.
Oh god, I
I'm
guess
going
that's
to be
definitely a wound.
crawling along, hoping I can find a way to go
Now, what about the other
either up
security
a floor
robots
or
that
down
were
a
with
floor.
us?
They're behind you, they're providing backup.
Okay.
They're pointing their guns at your backs right now, so they're not going to fire until you
Yeah,
Please
I don't
don't.
know that.
They're really just like more. You could put them ahead of you as meat shields if you want to.
Mm.
But, for right now, wounds, gunshot wound. Roll me a d10, please, Horace.
5.
5. A bullet lodges somewhere. You can choose where. Surgery is required to remove it.
I'm
Right up
impressed
his
that only
butthole.
one lodged.
Yeah, so a lot of them probably hit all over your suit and stuff, and like broke parts of your suit more, and killed the air canister and all that. The one just got through the suit and lodged.
Ass.
So you have a ass right now, and it's gonna need surgery to remove
An
it.
ass wound.
Ass wound, yes.
Got a big hole in
But
his
yeah,
ass
I'm
now.
going to try and find something that takes me towards whichever floor we came in on.
Okay,
If I can find a vertical shaft.
Yeah.
so
Shaft.
this duct appears to lead only in one direction. It does not split off in other
Okay.
directions.
Well, then we're going that way.
Indeed. As you very quickly crawl with your gun out.
I'm going to keep my eyes. Oh, I'm not too worried about his ass back there.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the thing that goes
He is.
shunk, 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 shunk.
You hear like a Tom and Jerry yelp. Okay, yeah, so you're looking out for blades poking out anywhere.
Yeah.
So the room you're about to enter is dark. Do you have any light on you? Does your gun maybe have a tactical light on it or something like that? Maybe.
I have no idea. You would have to tell me whether it does or not.
Let's just say your gun has a tactical light on it. Maybe
Okay.
I mean, you have military training in firearms. It seems like you would have stuck
Well, yeah,
one on
but-
there.
Don't know.
A lot of this is just, does it make sense for this item to have this function? And I think this does. So your sci-fi gun has a little flashlight on it.
Or some other way to see in the dark. I would
Some
imagine
way.
it would make.
Yeah, maybe the scope you can look through. That's even more fun. Let's say your scope is night vision.
Okay.
That's cool.
But it's a periscope, so he can only see.
Yeah, you can only see around corners.
He's gonna crawl sideways.
I like. There's like a tiny little joystick that he can use to make it snake in different directions.
But it only goes completely left or completely
Yes.
right, never forward.
You have to pay extra for that.
Yeah. Okay, so this room is dark, but you look around it with your scope real quick before entering. It is some kind of manufacturing room here. It is like a it's one of the engineering and support rooms on this floor. You're finally not in like an employee section, but in a manufacturing section of this floor. And it appears that a lot of this room is very corroded. There's a lot of like acid damage everywhere, and you see these big tanks of liquid that are like leaking a little bit in places, and that's like burning the floor wherever it hits, all that kind of stuff. And additionally, you see just barely, you catch a glint of it, just a little thread through the air, very thin, from the diagonal floor to the diagonal ceiling, the corner of the floor to the corner of the ceiling, like 2 feet in front of the vent here.
Okay.
Surely it's just a spider.
I'm sure. Is there a corresponding like vent opening on the other side of this room, or do I see any other vent?
There is a door on the other side of the room, leads somewhere.
But no other vent.
No other vent.
So this vent just connects these two rooms.
Yeah.
What the hell's the point of that?
Is there a door in the other room?
Yeah, there's a door in the other room. Well, I guess at this point, I'm going to sit, catch my breath, and wait to see if he shows up.
He does catch up to you, yeah.
Okay.
If you catch your breath. Bleeding out of his ass.
Bleeding out of his ass.
Profusely.
Do I tell him about the string or not?
He's got enough on his mind.
Yeah, I probably would. I'm not that bad of a person. I will warn him that I think there's a tripwire in front of this thing and approximately how far out I think it is and about the acid tanks.
Get through and avoid the tripwire. We're being chased by robots.
Do I hear any evidence that they're chasing us through the deck room?
Have we arrived at the...
Yeah. You were like shooting down the vent.
I want to send the security robots in ahead of us.
Yes, that's a good idea.
So you're marching, with the clanking through the...
How many
march
are there?
column. 2.
Okay, well, I guess in that case, I'm going to kind of turn around and shimmy my way out of the thing,
Alright.
drop down to the floor,
Easy enough.
and try and avoid whatever
Is
that
this...
is.
This...
I have no light, so I can't shine it on. I can't help you as far as where anything
I
is.
shoot a
concerned.
flare into the room.
Okay. You shoot a flare into the room ahead of you, and you see glints of tons of these threads throughout the room, just crisscrossing all over the place. Some of them will like go halfway, and then it like splits into 2 more. Like
Flare not hit a single one?
No, but, I mean they're very thin, right? Like the chance of it hitting, it's not like a complete mesh. It's just like scattered all over. And because they're so thin, like they don't cover much space each. So it just
Imagine
flies
being
through.
your job to put all those in place. Like you just tell one
And,
robot, what the difference up.
There appear to be a way through this now that I'm down on the floor
You
here.
could very carefully look at all of these threads and like step over them, like, you know, people dancing through the super crazy laser grids in front of a bank in a spy movie, like that kind of thing, and like very carefully stepping over them and dodging under them or whatever these threads are. But they're covering this place. You'd have to very carefully move through. Additionally, the flare reveals as it sails through the room, hits the far door, and drops. A bunch of pods of flesh on the ceiling. About a dozen of them. They are each about the size of a basketball.
Jimmy
And they're
eggs.
just kind of like stuck to the ceiling, like almost like
Jigs.
they're suckered onto it.
Maybe these aren't tripwires.
And they're like, they look like they're made of flesh, but like flesh stretched very thin, and you can kind of see through it a little bit. They look like they're full of fluid.
And I can't reach the flare without navigating through this mess.
Yeah, the flare was fired across the room.
Too bad, because I would try to burn these.
If you had more flares, you could. But the flare is currently illuminating that side of the room,
Yeah.
helping you see the grid of.
Get the
If
spider
only you had a
lair.
lighter.
Yeah, I'm going to assume this is some sort of spider lair. Do I see the stupid thing with the
You
front
don't at the
blade?
moment, no.
Imagine if that thing laid eggs.
If I am
Is there-
also in the room,
Yep.
out the vent, I'm about to die.
How long can they hang out before?
And we didn't see any
Security
other
guards
opening
kitchen.
except that door.
Just that door. Yep. Even with a
Okay.
lid. And then, unlike the other doors on this floor you saw before that were all waiting open for you to
Yeah.
walk through them, this one remains closed. So you might have to do
Okay,
something about
so the thing's not in here currently, and we just came through the only other way except through this door. So I don't know that it matters if we hit these stupid things.
Well, if they're tripwires, then we have to hit them to have pressure put on them.
If there are that many tripwires, we're pretty much fucked. There's no way both of us are going to navigate through all of this shit and none of us touch none of these things.
Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna start vibra-shettying my way through all of them and dead sprint for the other side of the room.
Okay, speed check.
And I'm just going to follow him and have the gun ready in case this comes popping
Fail.
out of some freaking
Okay, you failed. Speed check for you if you're following about the same.
Okay. 16.
Okay, so you succeeded.
Yeah.
So,
Wait a minute.
yes.
No, that wouldn't be enough.
Did you want to add a skill?
I was thinking gonna add a hand-to-hand combat because I was vibra-shettying through them. That'd be like a speed of
I
my
would've
arm
given it to
flailing,
you,
but
but
15
yeah.
wouldn't be enough.
It wouldn't be enough either way. So. Well, so as you run through, you're gonna give me you're gonna get a stress. Sorry. I'd like you both to make body saves, and Horace, yours is gonna be at disadvantage because you failed the saving test.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
Is there something
succeed.
to apply to this or just a straight up save?
Athletics maybe. You can
Alright.
athletics.
Doesn't matter, I
So you
failed.
dodge whatever this is.
59.
So you failed.
Failed, yeah.
Okay. So you're running and Horace is slicing through things and whatever, and all of a sudden you just hear this sound like one of the things in the ceiling unsuckered from the ceiling just dropped. And Horace happened to look up in time while he's vibra-shetting. He uses the momentum of swinging to like dodge out of the way, and it just splats on the floor. And it's just like this like bulbous thing that hits the floor and just like splats into goo everywhere. Another one, you start to hear like all off the ceiling, and one of them hits you because you failed your body save.
Is the spider on Monarch's side, or is it its own thing?
Spider.
So
I'm in front of a vent.
this thing lands on you, and instead of just
Did we not
splatting
follow
into goo,
them?
I think we're probably
this
following
fleshy thing has like rotated around to land its sucker onto like your neck and shoulder area.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me another body save at disadvantage. As you feel a light. Just a little nibble, a pinch. It's taking a chunk out of your flesh. And as acid starts to run your shoulder.
69.
Nice.
That is unfortunately not nice.
Add another crit to the table. You know, doubles, 99.
So-
if you get 69.
Yes. I have heard some tables do 69 as a critical success always.
I was
and
gonna say that.
96 as a critical failure always to balance it. But no, you're going to take 9 points of damage from acid.
Okay.
Additionally, you're going to fall to the floor paralyzed. So
No.
Jamie, you hear, or not Jamie, Horace, you hear Jamie clatter to the floor behind you. It just completely lifeless. As this thing is still like sucking at his shoulder, and more of these things are falling from the ceiling around you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna stab the one that's on him.
Okay.
I take a wound there, Jordan.
Okay.
Bursting and covering yourself with acid.
And also stabbing Jamie in the process.
We're gonna say this is closest to fire and explosives. So roll me a d10.
1.
1.
Nice.
1d5 stress.
4 stress. Yay.
Yay.
Could be much
To
worse.
12 again.
Jamie, give me a panic
4
check. Not
stress.
Jamie, sorry. Horace, give me a panic check because Jamie just got paralyzed apparently at the floor or died.
Are the androids near
I
enough
can't
to-
win.
Wait, how much stress do you have?
20.
Well, roll what seems to get. It's a table.
10.
10. Alright. You have the new condition, doomed. Critical successes are critical failures.
Oh no.
So that's good. So you can add that to your conditions.
Could have been a lot worse.
So you see Jamie hit the floor, you go to stab the thing. I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's just kind of sitting there. So you just stab it and it just kind of explodes like just a zit popping. And all this just pus starts oozing out all over Jamie. But it's no longer nibbling on him. So that's good. But
His
Jamie
face is
off.
burned off, but you know, whatever.
It's not continuing.
It's
To.
another
You hear
scar.
Coming down the air duct. What are you doing?
I'm going to grab Jamie, lift him up, and start dragging him towards the door with one arm on his gun pointed at the vent.
Okay.
This
Excellent.
gigantic gun.
Give me another body save. See how this goes.
Success.
The fact that you can
Alright.
do that with an ass wound is commendable.
That
It's
is.
Pretty hard.
gritting your teeth through the pain. Another one of those things drops on the ceiling. You just slide Jamie out of the way and it hits the floor. You miss it entirely. And then you get to the door. You have Jamie with you.
It's Ride of the Valkyries playing.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Alright?
With what?
Just reach up and like slam the open panel.
Yep, you hit the panel.
Did Monarch not disable all the doors?
You hear the door slide open behind you.
And I'm gonna drag him out through the door.
You bump up against something.
Oh.
About 24 eyes look back. A bunch of blades go shing, 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 shing. You just hear this low look.
I'm gonna just flip Jamie and start shooting it.
Right, combat check, please.
Can I add rim wise to this? Because
Sure.
I'm using
Yeah,
him
you're
as a
using him
human
as a
shield.
I'll give it to you. Doing some real crazy stuff.
Doomed am I?
Combat is plus 10 success.
Success. Alright, what's the damage on your gun, Jamie?
4d10.
4d10.
This poor guy. He just wanted a
What
hug.
kind of gun do you have?
Machine gun.
Damn.
I have an SMG now. Guns are lethal.
23.
Nice.
23. You start just shooting back at it and it just blocks a bunch of blades. The blades get kind of chipped and stuff. Yeah.
Didn't like it the last time I shot it, but I shot it more effectively than you should.
Yes. Cool, so that was a round.
Mm-hmm.
You did that. It appears to not be entirely phased by this. You're using Jamie as a shield,
That
right?
is horrifying.
I didn't
I'm so
want
sorry.
to.
Dude, that's okay.
Hey,
I
man,
knew this thing was likely behind the door, so
I didn't leave him behind, but there's limits.
you know I would have left you behind.
You did leave me behind.
You give me a fear
I
save.
waited for you at the vent. I even
The
told
robot's
you the
close
threads
enough to
were
give
there.
disadvantage on Pierce.
Not yet.
I failed the
Does
fear
it count
save.
if we're not in their party
Okay, so you get
anymore?
a stress and a panic check, please.
Oh, we're partying.
You're going to take 23 points of damage.
Good.
As you are fully aware of the situation and cannot respond because your body is paralyzed, as you
16.
feel blades just digging into your chest. 16? On the panic table? Okay.
So I take another wound there, Jordan.
Okay. You fly into a rage. You have advantage on damage rolls for the next 1d10 hours.
I mean, he's had a day. It's
10 hours.
Well, it's
You are
it's
angry
the
as fuck for 10
piece
hours.
of shrapnel
He
in his
won't live
ass.
10 hours,
that's-
but
You just limit broke with
Yes.
everything going wrong.
You're like, everything's going fucking wrong. Jamie, you got a wound from blades. So roll me a d10.
And there's some. Yeah.
6.
6. Okay, you lose a hand.
no, go
Pick
ahead.
your favorite hand.
It's the one with the gun in it
We're
that he's
just-
holding.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're just get a roll here. Odds it's
He is
left.
leading with it.
Evens it's right. Odds left hand.
Left hand, right? You lose your left hand.
Were you left-handed?
Probably not.
Not
So you
anymore.
still have the gun in Jamie's hand. This is a mess.
It's not going to make any difference next round. So.
Yeah.
Listen, I am very, very angry. Especially
Yes.
because the fucking clankers betrayed us like I knew they would.
Yep.
This is true. You did say
Defending
this.
Llama.
I said it the whole time.
Yep, you did.
Anything.
Fucking clankers.
I would like to stand up with Jamie and tackle this thing
Okay.
with Jamie while firing the gun
Sure.
and pull out the vibrant machete and hit it.
How many hands do you have?
We will say this is the reason your rage is doing more damage. But you won't get to roll it if you do it.
That's
You're already
fine.
getting the bonus. But I like the picture of it. So you're shooting and stabbing, and that's why you get advantage on the damage. So roll the combat.
Does this count as hand to hand for tackling him with
I
another
think
guy?
So, and I'll
Just
give you
hand.
advantage on this. Because the reason I'm giving you advantage on this is because security robots have entered the room and are now shooting at this thing too. So it's trying to block their bullets, and you're having a hero moment here. Let's see what you do. The hero moment is you sling your teammate's body in the leg.
Well, yes, he's just holding me in front of him, stabbing around under
Damn,
through my
that's a
armpit.
failure.
Yeah.
It's a failure.
Ah,
Okay.
you suck at this.
Unless I can actually add ring wise also, but I don't
No,
think so.
only the highest bonus. So unfortunate.
Is
You,
the,
you missed with both attacks. That takes skills.
do the security robots roll too?
You know what? You guys can roll for the security robots.
Cool.
Go ahead and just roll your D100 for combat.
Beep boop.
Roll a D100?
No.
48.
Oh yeah, you can just roll it.
That's what he said, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just rolling a skill.
72?
72, okay. I'm trying to find the security robots. I'm pretty sure that's a failure and a success.
I had a chance to roll my
Oh,
round die and I don't have it.
well, whose fault is that?
Yours?
Here we go.
Ah.
Security android. So yes, success, failure. So 2d10 damage from their SMGs. Just see how much you do with that.
Does it fail enough that it hits him?
No.
Bummer.
That's 0 to 9, right?
Yeah.
3.
Oh, sorry. No,
No,
2d10
it's-
for damage. Sorry.
13.
1 to 10, yes. It is a little confusing. You're right. 13. Very good. Okay. 13 damage to this thing. It takes another wound. So it is going to take a gunshot wound. Ooh. Oh, actually that's a 0. This is a 0 to 9 table. Okay. So, it gets knocked down out of the way, so it's not actively attacking Horus at the moment. But it's like,
See, because
Falling back
you
on the
tackled
surface.
it. See, it went down.
yeah, so maybe that's why. You go to tackle it. Actually, I'm thinking even completely different. You go to tackle it, but it's backing away from the gunfire, so you just flop Jamie onto the floor. So,
Nice.
Slam.
but it's a new round. You're now stuck between the hunter and 2 security robots and 2 more incoming.
Does it look like it's going to run away again?
It looks like it's sort of taking cover behind the door here, but I don't know if running away is necessary.
I mean, it ran away the first time.
It did.
Security robot switching target.
I'm
They've
going
already
to
put a tracer on your
slam
ass.
the button to close the door behind me,
Closes.
and then jam the vibro machete in it so that it stays
Okay.
broken and stays
Stab it
closed.
in the door.
Nice.
Control panel fries. That's your action for the round, I think. But you have Jamie up as a shield. The security robots may take another turn, and then you 2 enter the room. You don't get
Okay.
action this turn. So if you want to roll combat to try and shoot, I guess the security robots just would. So
Yeah.
see what you do.
So I'm rolling a D100 again for them?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a 3 for the robot.
Success and success. So roll your 2d10s for.
Beep boop. 16.
9.
You take that much damage, Jamie.
Sorry.
25 damage. I believe that might be
If
Jamie.
it makes you
No,
feel
I'm-
any better,
I'm
I
done.
didn't do it.
Yeah, so
I'm
Sorry.
sorry,
Boris holds
Jamie.
up Jamie's body and just it just gets riddled with bullets.
He goes from meat shielding against the spider to meat shielding against the.
Yeah. Well, and now he's just the meat shield but dead.
Well, yeah, I'm still fulfilling the
You're still
exact same
pretty
function.
What do you do? Oh, you took your action. New round. There are now 4 security robots in the room. Because there's 2 of you and the 2 security robots.
And the door is shut and presumably broken.
Yes.
And shot through.
Yes. So you're in a room. Let's just set the whole scene here. You've got the door broken behind you. You have the vent they came through. Vats of some kind of liquid. The suckers on the ceiling are mostly detached at this point. There's a couple of them left. There's threads throughout the room, but you broke most of those.
You stayed out in the acid room, you didn't go in where the spider went?
No, I would have gone in with the
close to
spider.
behind it. You went through.
I was on the other side of that door. I
Yeah.
pushed
Oh, I
Jamie
see.
and me through it and then shut it behind.
I
Oh.
see. Okay, I was picturing. That makes more sense. So you're just with the hunter now.
Yes.
What kind of, what room is he in?
I feel
We're
better
in-
against the one guy than the 4
in,
guys.
yeah.
If you guys entered through that door.
So you basically
Yeah.
just shot, you
This
guys
one
just
down.
shot me through the door.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
As the door was closing.
Yeah.
So
A lot of foot damage.
So are you in like a dead end
Monarch,
room with
can
the
you open
spider
the
now?
door?
Don't know.
I do not have control over this door. Could you restore control of this door?
I will try.
Excellent. So you guys start to walk over and do that. Meanwhile, you're facing the hunter on the other side. So what are you doing?
Well, what is the room I'm in like now?
Do you have hacking?
That is a very
still?
good question.
Probably not.
I think Andrew come with that,
The room you're in now has those same threads running everywhere.
or no?
I have
added
computers. I don't have hacking.
This is a huge room all around you. It is immaculate. It's not corroded and dirty like the room you just came from. And it doesn't really have any furniture in it. It's not like there's like tables or chairs or anything scattered around it. It's just kind of like an empty hallway type room. But all of the walls and the ceiling and floor have these like intricate etched patterns that look like computer chip type designs, like circuit boards and stuff. That like the entire surface is made of, and then like a sheet of glass between you and there. And there's just like little pulses of energy kind of going through those occasionally. Some of them light up and then fade, and some of them light up and fade, and some of them light up
Did
and
we
fade.
see
Are there more
similar in the
polyps on the
escape?
ceiling?
No.
Lord knows what the threads do there.
Did we see similar in the escape pod room? Am I remembering that right?
No, the escape pod room was strangely clean though, yes.
Okay.
But this is, yeah. I guess similarly strangely clean. But also has those threads going back and forth. So,
This thing has a lot of eyes,
yeah.
and they're human eyes.
True.
Humanish. I'm gonna shoot it in the face with a flare gun
Okay.
and try to scare its now double wounded ass off.
Yeah, give it a combat check.
Success.
Alright. You shoot a flare gun directly at its face as it's backing away from the gunfire. The bright light in its face, it just closes all of its eyes. And you just hear this like and it starts to skitter down away from the place.
And then I'm gonna pick up Jamie's gun, take another look at him. That's a lot of bullet holes. And I'm just gonna go.
You are covered in Jamie's blood. And your own blood, but mostly Jamie's.
I'm going to try to shoulder the gun with one hand and slash through the threads with the vine machete.
Okay, yeah, it's easy enough.
I don't want to touch that shit.
They do appear to be metal threads when you cut through them, but the vibration takes care of that easily. And they just kind of fall to the floor.
And I'm going to head to whatever exit to this room there is.
Okay. So, you head down. That door leads into a very similar structure to the maintenance one we went through before, but it's taller and wider. This one you can actually walk in, but it's a similar kind of like a catwalk over like pipes and tubing and all that kind of stuff. And this takes you to... okay. There is a cramped control chamber with blinking lights everywhere. Like just all sorts of dials and knobs and lights and little screens and things that are giving out readings of like oscillating waves and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. They're out of this room. This is... There is one door leading out of this room. There is also the webs everywhere in this room.
Well, I'm still being chased. So I'm gonna hack my way through this room too.
Okay, and just head to the next one.
I don't have time to
5.
figure things out.
What's up?
This is floor 5.
This is
Floor,
floor 4.
floor 4?
Wasn't this engineering?
Floor 6.
That
Floor
was
6,
right?
engineering.
I thought they went up a vertical.
Engineering.
No, I was looking for a way to
Horizontal.
go up.
Oh, okay.
Plus the
I'm
floors
sorry.
are like gigantic.
Yeah,
In height.
this was floor 6, you're right. I just got my numbers wrong.
You need to map this.
Yes. I
Engineering
mean,
floor is 4, yeah.
you're right.
Floor 4 was hell, human evolution matters. Okay,
So this is
floor
unconnected from the rooms that we were, except for that by the ventilation shaft.
6. Yeah.
Ooh, you got a new pen.
Ooh, fancy.
There.
So, in this room, you hack through it, and then the next door you open, this door, again, you just have to hit a button on the wall that opens. They appear to be like even a maintenance area, that's not where normal employees come usually. So the controls are a little more manual down here. You open this door, and you can't even see the room, because instead, there are those webs everywhere.
Yeah, I'll roll.
So thick that they like form substances.
I know,
Like
I
there's,
like paper.
have you ever seen like you plot a chart of a lot of lines so it looks like a
Okay.
curve? Like it's that kind of thing, but with webs and 3D everywhere. And it forms these shapes like a big cocoon in the middle, and like tunnels leading up into it and stuff. So you basically just see like these big openings of tunnels leading into different things, like a hive made out of web in front of you. It's crisscrossed across the place.
Oh hell.
Keep going deeper. This is working well for you. We can just leave.
I mean,
Like,
he's getting further away from us, so.
Taylor, you have a blank character sheet there.
Yes. I have like 10.
I may as well start rolling it.
Yes, that's fair.
It's not like Jamie's coming back to life.
There should be some tails making there.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any indication at all that any other explorers have even been in here?
There are some skeletons. They may not have been brought here willingly, you're not sure, but they're just kind of like cocooned up against the wall in a few places. And you just see
Chillins.
Well, it's a shame that these are metallic, or I would light it on fire. Was there any other way to go between where I am now and the door I broke?
in the doorway.
I broke.
Only the way you came. Like, you're not sure if there's another door or other doors in general out of this room. You have to go through these webs, but
Are we continuing to try to follow him or not because of
I
the
am.
spider? We need to get.
I didn't even see the
yeah.
spider.
One of you can give me a intellect check to see if you can hack the door.
Can we just all 4 try to muscle the door?
Alright.
You can.
I'm gonna intellect check.
I can hacky check. Hacky do. That
Failure.
is- No, wrong. Step.
Okay. So it seems like
Intellect.
it's too damage for you to actually.
Does not seem like I can
I
restore
successed.
control.
Nice. So you and the security robot start to lift the door.
No, did a hacking check.
Oh, you did hacking instead of this, right? Okay.
Unless your hacking is high.
Or should I have not?
No, that's fine. We probably should have done an advantage for one of you. Either way, it works. Like you both rolled and you took the higher roll. So
Okay.
it's fine. So you managed to repair the terminal and hit the button and get it open again.
I'm damn good.
If I hear the door
Sometimes.
behind me, a room back, open,
probably a
I close
ways
this
back
one and I
now.
smash this
You're in
one.
like
It's
absolute
pretty
silence
far.
right now. So yeah, you hear like a behind you.
Close this,
I-
smash that.
I assume you have closed and locked further doors to prevent the human from progressing.
This area is sort of a dead zone.
What does
You're-
that mean?
You are being quite brave by entering this place under my orders.
Yes.
Your service is recognized. You will be rewarded.
They're gonna
Rewarded.
Continue on.
The security robots just stand there blankly waiting for your orders.
We're gonna keep them ahead of us.
Okay, so you keep heading down. You get to another closed door and you get to start working on that.
Nice.
And you see a lot of threads that have been hacked away to make a path through. So what are you doing?
We
after
see.
you've
We're
broken
just
the wall?
following a massive trail of blood.
Yeah.
So,
Eventually, we step over Jamie as well.
Yes.
I liked that one.
I
check
would
his head
like
for a
to
Yeah.
find somewhere to
He just
hide in
ripped his
this
hand
room
Okay.
while
Jamie.
throwing remnants to make it look like I went forward. So that they follow the trail into this mess while I hide like back around the door.
You are leaving a trail of blood.
I
like-
know.
Okay.
And all it's gonna take is me ripping the top half of my shredded suit off and tossing it into one of the cocoon holes.
It's possible. So yeah, you can do that. You throw you take off your wrecked suit and just chuck that, because that's covered mostly in Jamie's blood. And you are bleeding from your ass some, but it's not nearly as much as Jamie's blood filling the suit you were.
Yeah. The blood will be going forward. I'm standing here where there's already blood because I'm standing here. And then I just need to like hide somewhere
Yeah, okay.
so that I see them march through into that way.
Makes sense.
It's the only way anyone's getting back out to the bell to continue the campaign is if I go behind them back to the elevator and leave.
Absolutely. So, if I were running NPCs here, I'd have my actions clear here. But since you guys heard his plan, this gets a little trickier. What do you guys want to leave that up to? Because there is no stealth roll in this game. There is no perception roll in this game intentionally, because I'm supposed to just run the NPCs in a way that's scary. In
I
this
am
case,
rim-wise.
yeah.
You said this is an utterly silent place, right?
Yes.
So we can hear him breathing.
Unless I hold my breath because I'm hiding.
Well, you
Which
can
is
do
a
that for as long as you
classic.
like.
So
Probably a long time. I work in space.
here's
You
what
don't just hold your breath out this way.
Yes.
here's my thought. There are 4 tunnels in front of you. You can pick 2 numbers out of 4. One of them will be the fake route you planned. The other will be the real route you hit in. And just, I guess, just hold on to them in your head, or tell me in a whisper or something. And then when you guys get to the room, you can choose which paths you explore. And
There are 4 of
okay.
us.
There are 4 of us.
So
You wouldn't
Let us
split up.
have the help. Go through 1 and 2. I will
We
take
haven't
3.
gotten into that room yet, so we haven't
Okay.
seen the tunnels
Yeah,
yet.
the door is
We still need to get through
Can
that
we-
door.
is broken, and there's no way you assholes would
Can
split
we just
up.
like roll for how long it'll take us to get through all of these? Because like surely the 4 of us can at the very least just wrench all of these open.
all the doors open.
Yeah.
How many doors
yeah.
are there now between us and him? Just one?
So
I
we
didn't
broke
break
through this
all.
We only
one,
broke
so
one.
there's 2 more doors, right?
Yeah, but he only broke one anyway. So
Yes.
you only have one to fix. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
We're just gonna abstract the time basically,
Yeah.
and the amount of time it takes him to hide is the amount of time it takes you guys to get.
Okay.
there. So. He has given me a number of which tunnels
Yes.
he's gone through. Now you guys get to pick.
Monarch,
To
do you
make it
have any
slightly more
surveillance
fair.
in this room?
I do not. To make it slightly more fair as well, we'll say
Yes.
there are actually 5 tunnels, and the 5th tunnel is one that has the obvious blood trail down it.
Okay.
And that might be the one that you guys either are just gonna go down anyways, or send some your security robots down anyways.
Oh yes, I'll just go down that one
Go
first.
that one. So you have 3 remaining places to put your
I guess,
people.
like, how much
Did the spider
self-preservation do the
None.
robots have?
I
the,
assume
the
none.
security robots or
You.
us?
I have none whatsoever.
Because this is
We know
the
you
most
don't.
threatening thing in the entire world, and
Uh-huh.
we're splitting up.
So the spider's gone down one of them as well?
Yep. I
And
have
he-
that number in my head.
Okay, so he could have
Wait,
gone
do
down
we
the spider
even
one
know
as
that
well.
there was a spider?
No.
Yeah, you guys were.
Yeah.
You guys were. I mean, the security robots were shooting at it at least. You guys probably
Gotcha.
have seen it retreat. Yeah.
They said.
Yes.
And I nodded while smiling.
It's all very spooky.
They said.
Well, presumably, if we go down the one with the
I'm going down the one with the blood. Go down
it
whichever
won't
one you
take
feel
long
like.
for us to see the blood trail end in
Yeah,
Jamie's
but-
suit, right?
Yes, but we're gonna treat this a bit narratively and not totally
Okay.
logically, just to keep it fair.
Uh-huh.
So, if you guys go down all the wrong paths, that gives them a chance at least to run down.
Yeah.
the
Right, it'll buy him time.
Yeah, exactly. Because these aren't just all paths that go through the room and end on the other side. Like they go to different
Uh-huh.
places and cocoon together and weird stuff.
It's also made out of wire.
So. Exactly. It's weird. It's hard to navigate. Yeah. Things are like shifting under you as you move through them.
Well, I have the instincts of a security robot, so it's going to be in my nature to stick together. So I'll follow him. Did we
No,
send
you
the
should go down a different path.
Why?
Because there are several paths.
I ain't never seen another
There is
security
a small
box spread out.
chance that he is hiding in a different entrance.
Should we just
If you wish to go with me further, I will not try to dissuade you.
fire down all of them?
They're probably bendy.
They seem awfully bendy. Please reveal yourself, human whose name I do not know.
You could start cutting through them if you have a cutting utensil, right?
I don't.
Shooting through them might be hard.
No, I don't have any. I have a defibrillator. Ooh, we could defibrillate.
I'm just going down. I'm just going down with my gun out. I'm gonna tell the security robots to go through 1 and 2, and I'm
Is
gonna go through the
webs
only
all
obvious.
metal?
Yep.
You've been defibrillating everything.
Yes, but like it's giant.
Okay. We could have electrified
I
the
want a
entire room.
skeleton scurry down the path.
I think
That's what I'm
the
doing.
electricity would take the path of least resistance to the other part of the defibrillator and just go through the wire that way. I don't think it would do too much.
So you don't want me to follow you?
Or go to the walls as quick as
I
they
have
can.
already made my
Well,
feelings on the matter clear. Do what you will.
I have accepted him as my leader, so I'll go down one and I'll send a security robot down another one each.
Which ones?
Well, 1, 2, and which one are you going down?
5, I think, is all the obvious blood.
5 is the one that has blood.
And then I'll go down 4.
So you're going down 4. Which one do you send the robots in?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay. So, heading down these tunnels,
Mm.
it's tricky. You're having to maneuver through and plucking at wires as you go. Eventually, human, you're moving along here and you think you hear a breathing noise. So you go towards it. You're creeping up with your gun, right? Do you call for the others? Do you just go for it right away?
No, I'll call them. Said
Sorry, are you calling for them or are you going right for it?
I'll call to them right before I fire.
Okay, so you call that to them and then you just start shooting?
Yes.
Okay. So you start shooting.
I hope the spider's not breathing.
And
Well, I heard calling, so I'm gonna leave my
all
path
the
and go.
robots stopped and changed their path to go
Yes.
towards that one. So roll combat.
Yes. Combat.
At least the wires will soak up your robot blood.
35. Failure.
Failure. So you fail to shoot at it in the darkness. We only see by the light of your muzzle flash as we can see the spider descending on you. And then just stab. So you're gonna take a lot of damage here.
I can't wait.
It's 27 points of damage and a fear save, please.
Okay. 27. Blind damage. Bing. Save. Fear.
Are you able to? You can roll advantage on a fear save once per session, right? As an android.
I
Is
can't.
that- No,
Is
that's
that a thing?
Teamsters that I'm thinking of.
Okay. I succeeded. I have a very high.
And I think it's
Number there.
panic actually.
You have very high fear. That's good. Okay, but you do take that damage and probably wounds.
Yes, wound. 1 wound.
1 wound from this is definitely a bleeding. So roll me a d10. Or the app will probably roll the wound for you.
Yeah. Which one?
Bleeding.
Bleeding. 0, drop held item.
Okay, so you drop your gun.
You pull out another gun.
I dropped the gun that works, unfortunately.
Yes.
And you should take a couple SMGs.
I did. I
Okay,
gave him
that's it.
1. No, I only took 2.
Okay. So you're gonna have to fish that one out of the webs, as everyone else is rushing to
Yes.
get to you. What do you do in this moment? Since you hear that, do you just let them? You just wait it out.
When none of them are back by the door, I go out that way.
Okay. Give me a speed check. And then
As quietly as possible, because I don't want them to ever turn around.
yeah.
So I'm going to add Rimwise again,
Okay.
because that's basically
Sure. I'll take it.
that's the closest thing you have to roguish-like
yeah,
actions.
it's not necessarily the stealthiness of your action here, it's the trickery of waiting for them to find
Yep.
your other target, and yeah, that makes sense to me.
Success.
Alright, so you get there, you rush out the door. So,
I'm gonna go through that other door I didn't break, close it, and break it.
okay, with a successful speed check, I think you can do that, but let's go to Marv, right? Marv?
Yes.
Marv, you find this bloody mess in the suit, And then moments later, the gunfire starts. So you, son of a, and then the gunfire starts, and then you hear stomping in the other direction as horses run up the door.
All right, I'm gonna follow the stomping.
Okay.
Thanks.
You get out of the tunnels as you see the door close,
Oh dear.
and then you hear like a crunching sound on the other side of the wall.
Do the security robots follow me or him?
You called, so they're probably coming to you.
Monarch, can you open this door?
I cannot do that, Marv.
Can she even speak this deep in the area she
I
can't
think it's
reach?
coming through your comm speakers now. That's why she's to your employees. She's got access to your suit, radio suits. Your suit radio.
All right, I am going to call for the security robots and try to haul the door open.
Okay, the security robots
Thanks.
both
That was my.
they both are exiting trying to get to, and they just split up. So one comes to you. And
Okay.
One comes to you. So new round.
Yes.
You have one security robot. You have one security robot. What are you doing with yourselves and your robots? As
Opening
the
door.
hunter is trying to. Okay, so strength check.
I'm gonna scurry back up into that vent and then point the gun at the acid tanks.
Okay.
And if they come in, I'm
Failure.
going to shoot it. But I'm using the angle gun, so I imagine I'm like underneath the vent on the inside of the vent, periscoping up,
I see. Yep.
so that I'm in cover. But when they come in, I can shoot the acid.
Makes
I've
sense.
been paying attention there, Ferdinand. How many times have you used that gun now?
I don't know.
Because it had 4 rounds when you took it
Only
over.
twice, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got 2 more.
He's been using
You
the-
got 2
the
more
shotgun.
rounds in it there.
Okay.
Can I get past the security robot in the tunnel, or
You can look up machine gun stats now since you actually have it now. Sorry. What?
can I get past the security robot that's following me into the tunnel, or is the way blocked by him?
Or are you trying to trade places?
Well, I'm trying to
So
go
the-
past him.
Smart
Abort!
rifle?
Abort!
It's the machine gun, I think, something like that, right?
Yeah, it's a general purpose machine gun.
That's fine. Okay. The problem right now for you is that you're in a tight tunnel,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
asking.
there's a spider like on you,
Oh,
so it's not just gonna let you leave.
oh
You
it's
could try
on
to-
me, on me.
I mean, it's not like on you, but I mean, it basically is. The fact that it did so much damage to you is because it was literally digging its legs into you, right? Like it is basically on you, and like you could try to turn around. That just means it's gonna stab you in the back, but you can do that. It'd be like a speed check, probably.
Yeah, I was trying to castle with the security robot.
Okay, yeah, you can try. A speed check, I'd say.
Alright,
Protect me, gun.
let's see.
Just to try and flee.
28 failure.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, you get a stress. I think what I'm going to have it do here then is it wasn't a critical failure, so I'm going to roll its damage and have it, and it's going to do the other half of the security robot. So, 25, so you're going to take 12. The security robot will take 12.
I also ordered the security robot to shoot at it. I assume it's doing it automatically. It did before.
Yeah, I think because of the castling maneuver, that's just what it's doing.
How much damage did you say?
12 to each of you. So the security robot, that doesn't really phase it too much.
Ah, shit, that's another wound.
Okay, how many wounds are you at?
3.
Ooh, do androids get 3? I think you get 3.
It
Yeah.
says 3 of 3.
Okay, so one more wound and you're down. Gunshot wound, roll me a d10. Not gunshot, bleeding, I'm sorry. You
Okay.
it should automatically apply them. That's my bad. Your app does the bleeding wound.
What?
Did you already roll your wound?
I did, yeah.
What'd you get?
1.
Oh, another 1, okay.
It says
Loss of blood.
bleeding plus 1.
Okay, so, yeah. So you're gonna start taking 1 damage per round.
I am
Or,
leaking
no, bleeding
coolant
was something
everywhere.
else. We went over this before, it was a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Except I took a lot more bleeding last time.
You did, but I think it's pretty rough.
It was like a D12 plus 1 or something. It was like a lot.
Yeah, you
I
weren't,
was
going,
just
you weren't
a
going to make
sponge.
it more than 1 round.
You're not leaking coolant, you're leaking milk.
Blue milk.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, Jordan, it did not reset her health back up to 18 again.
Oh, well you can do that yourself.
Oh,
Okay.
that's all.
Okay, it
It
is
should
just
be 17.
bleeding
So
1
it's
is
one more
just
than.
1 damage per. If it's
Gotcha.
bleeding plus 1, it would be 2 and so on. So.
Right.
Okay. So every round you're just taking 1 point of damage. But what did you get for the lifting of the door?
Failure.
Failure. Okay, so you guys are trying to lift it up, but there's like threads in the way and stuff, and it's just hard to get a good angle. It's not working out. New round. What's everyone doing? You're just running, or you're waiting?
I think I'm going to reach into the rat pocket and pull out a can of meat.
Okay.
And I'm going to smear meat grease on the edge of this vent that had to be shimmied down, so
Yep.
that when they jump up, they slip off,
I
Home
like
Alone
that.
style.
Absolutely. Meat grease. What are the two of you doing?
Did I take a damage
Continuing
now?
to try to get the door
Take
open.
damage, yeah. Another strength check.
I'm also still waiting to shoot the acid.
Success.
Okay.
I'm trying to flee.
Force the door open. Okay, so speed check for you if you're trying to flee. Your security robot will loyally stay and shoot at the hunter. I'll just go ahead and roll that for it.
Plus it's the little robot heart.
It fails to shoot the hunter.
It'd be nice if I could succeed like anything.
You've rolled like 0 and 1 on wounds. That is so lucky.
The hunter kills your security robot.
Oh,
As you just hear shing, 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 and then the gunfire stops.
rip.
And you failed your speed check.
Yeah.
So we'll say you do make it out. You just gain the stress for it.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm pretty
arrive
stressed,
at the
man.
others as they're lifting up the door,
Cool.
and you hear
What
the
took you
hunter
so long,
maneuvering
human?
through the threads behind you.
The spider.
Oh. I continue to lift.
Yep, door's lifted.
Yeah. Scurry through.
Scurry.
Skeletally.
All right.
And make sure it closes behind us. Does it do that automatically? Does it fall in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clang.
As soon as the door shuts with the three of them in there. I guess they're just
Different
past
room,
the
but
first.
They might have to go. Yeah, they're in a few rooms eventually. You guys get through that door and start heading down to the next door, and then you hear the door behind you go.
Oh, shit.
We can lift it up.
Oh.
Does that mean that the first door? No, that's still open.
Let
first
us all
door they
shoot what
repaired
is
by
coming
halfway.
for us as it comes for us.
It's not nice.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, go for it. Combat.
That's what we're doing. Combat.
Success.
Success.
Combat. Roll.
Your security robot will also roll.
Freaking failure.
13 damage.
What a
Failure
surprise.
fails. 13 damage.
Perhaps
okay.
if
Oh wait, I
human-
don't have a gun. I can't.
Right.
Never mind.
you don't have
Don't
a
you still have
revolver in
a
your
revolver?
face anymore?
No, that's Wait, you said I picked it up, right?
What?
You said I picked it up, the one I
said you
dropped?
could pick it up.
Well, I would have, yeah.
That would have been a different check.
Shit.
You chose the
You
castle
probably
instead.
wouldn't have escaped if you
Okay, well
picked
then-
it
No,
up.
you chose to.
No,
castle
all I
instead.
have is a jammed SMG.
Okay. Well, you could take a round to repair it, possibly.
Just
Unchamber it.
You should probably do that.
yeah.
Alright, so that's what you're doing. You're trying to get the wedged round out of there and all that stuff. Okay, so you did 13 points?
Yes.
Alright, it's still fine. It outcharges you all down. It's going to tackle your security robot first, and it's
Oh,
and it's
dear.
just- it gets completely dismembered, and now it's just on top of you going,
Why does it breathe?
I breathe.
lifting up its sides. Can you both give me a panic check?
Yes.
Love to.
Success.
Alright.
Gonna fire again.
Yes, go for it.
Oh, down
Okay.
there.
Failure.
I am more anxious than I was before.
Excellent.
Panic.
It's not that excellent, no.
How's your stress at now? You've
It's
just
pretty good.
You've been piling stress up all game.
14.
Alright, so now if you'd like to combat again, you may.
I can shoot it now.
Yep.
Nice.
Please shoot it
Why
in
do
the
I keep-
eyes.
I'll shoot it in as many eyes as possible.
I think I'm just gonna leave at this point.
Yeah, use your gunfire and
I
screaming.
can't.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
I need new dice. I don't like these
You
ones.
failed?
You need a new phone.
Yes.
Would you like dice? I've got pockets full.
Okay. On a high roll, it's gonna go for who's calling high roll?
Me. God damn it.
You can go. You can high roll.
Okay. High roll hit it. Oh,
Thanks.
So.
Thank you.
Oh.
Stop it.
Eat shit, traitor.
29 points of damage.
Oof.
Bye, Hugh.
Yeah.
You
As
be
it
dead.
jumps on you and just.
Aren't you supposed to do a thing where I might be alive under your hand?
If you roll specifically a death save, yes. If you instantly die, no.
No.
What are you doing?
Fire.
Okay, shoot at it.
Wait, how much?
Failure.
How
What?
much?
Have you had to reload your SMG yet?
20,
I have
what was it,
reloaded.
29, Jordan?
29.
What?
29 points of
29,
damage?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have 4 out of 3 wounds now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you be dead.
I have one ammo reload left, assuming that
So what are you
it
gonna roll
uses
this then?
the universal ammo that we
Human
think we have.
3.0.
Do you land your shots?
I love
this
it.
time.
You failed again?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Human is immortal.
it's not a total party kill.
No, he just got his bleed out of his ass.
26 points of damage.
Okay.
How many magazines did I get with this SMG?
Like,
With the machine gun or the SMG?
The regular SMG.
How many did you buy?
Like, how many did it come with? Was it just loaded and that's
I
it?
think you managed to trade up for like, he gave you one extra mag or something like that.
Yeah, it was something
That's
like
accurate.
that.
That was 2 more
You didn't
wounds.
think to grab my plethora of ammo.
I was busy.
Two wounds for?
Yes, 2
wow.
wounds at once.
Oh god, is that bringing up to 3 total?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay, so roll 2d10. Let's see what you get.
Alright, and that was for
Bleeding both of them. Yeah.
bleeding. First was bleeding +1,
Okay, classic.
and bleeding +4. Hand or foot severed.
So that is 7 total points of damage per round.
Yeah.
How much hit points do you have left until you die?
13 if 3 out of 3 wounds means I still have a health bar left.
You do. So you can roll one last shoot check.
I'm gonna do it. I do.
Okay. You might die here, you might take it out with you.
Failure.
Okay.
Go Marv.
It's a good thing I left.
you could have saved future iterations of the party.
20 total points of damage. As you cheek. And as you enter the elevator and pull the wrench out and it closes and that's all fine. As you sit there just like staring off into the middle distance as the elevator music plays around you covered in blood.
Do I need to roll a death
Why
save
did
for
you
that?
not kill
No,
him
you're
at
just
the
dead.
elevator? Why
Understandable.
did you not kill him at
So-
the elevator?
The last thing we see
I don't know why she didn't kill him at the elevator.
is all 3 of your bodies and the security robot bodies just being dragged back. We don't even see this like the spider thing. We just see your bodies getting like dragged into the shadows and
Nice.
brought up into cocoons against the wall. And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Can I just get out so everyone can show up as new characters on the
I think
battle?
that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point.
So just like, yeah, pick me up. Just you? Yeah.
Life hack for surviving a session of Delta Green, rest of the party waits.
No Jimmy this time.
Yeah.
There's no Jimmy. Jimmy's dead right there.
How do we feel about no androids this time?
Sounds good to
Just
me.
to keep
no.
Well,
Keep it even.
given that the party is now me,
One
no
android.
fucking androids.
Yeah.
You show up as an android, we will kill you.
I think we
You
have,
destroyed Human 3.0 before he was born.
Good.
Very
Sure.
sad.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but you may have to bring back 3.0 in the next session.
I did ask, how do we feel about no androids? I'm
Yeah.
open either way.
I'm happy to have no androids.
No goddamn. I will not allow androids.
I'm outvoted.
I'm sorry, Stephanie.
I've had. They literally
You
betrayed
already
us.
got to play an android twice. That's a lot of
That's true.
android already.
We'll play more Mothership in the future where androids will fit up all of you.
They
All
weren't,
Android party.
and they weren't just something for me to suspicious about. They fucking literally actually betrayed us.
It's true.
Without hesitation.
We could do either no androids or all android evil party. But, you know, those are things. So.
I was kind of hoping it was gonna turn into that if we
It could've.
just killed Horus.
Can
and
we
then the both of us
combine this
gone
game
back.
and the last, and now we're Monarch?
True. Possibility.
Man, Horus is a scrappy motherfucker.
I can't believe you got out.